But for that, Parikshit, for taking us through with that conversation. But the next management on our show is Arvind SmartSpaces. Under pressure after reporting its second quarter numbers. Pre-sales declined by 7%. Collections were also down 5% versus same time last year. Kamal Singal, who is the managing director at Arvind SmartSpaces, now joins us. Kamal, first up, apologies for keeping you waiting, largely because there were a bunch of numbers that came by, two nifty numbers, SBI and M&M as well. So let's start with the performance for the second quarter. Pre-sales down 7%, collections down 5%. First half bookings are at 607 crore rupees. If you could give us a sense on what the outlook for the rest of this year is, because you had spoken about this 30% growth. I wonder whether you stick to that or not. And also in terms of the gross development value in terms of addition, what's your plan here?
Sure. Very good afternoon. And you very rightly said we guided approximately 30% odd growth for this year. Last year, in fact, we clocked fresh sales of around 1,300 crores, a little less than that. And an addition of 35% will mean that we should be in the range of 1,700 to 1,800 crores this year. As we planned this year, H1 was supposed to be a little lighter as compared to what H2 is expected to be. And hence, we broadly are on track on achieving a overall growth of around 35% for the year. So there we are pretty confident. And I think our expectation is that we'll be able to achieve this number in terms of growth. On the GDV front, there's a good news. Again, we had a total pipeline of 12,000 crores when we started this year. We are still hoping that we shall be able to add 4,000 crore rupee worth of top line projects this year. And minus the sales that we do this year, I think we should be ending somewhere close to 14,000 crores in terms of total GDV from the project as we close this year.
Mr. Singal, a quick word on the upcoming launches. Not only that, you had also given us a guidance that you've earmarked close to 800 crore to 1,000 crore Capex for land acquisition. So where are we on that currently?
So Capex plan is pretty much on track. On the funding side, it's all tied up. In fact, the company is debt free at this point in time. We have clearly scope of raising something like 300 to 400 crores as debt as we go forward. We have totally paid up on account of HDFC platform, which is an entity which is providing funding to our new project expansions. But we have huge scope to raise funds from there as well. OCF has been very, very healthy. In fact, this quarter was one of the finest. We created 125 crores of OCF this quarter alone. And hence, all these three sources of funds are pretty healthy. And the investment plan overall is pretty much on track. And we should be able to achieve our GDV numbers that we just talked about.
All right. And what about the Baroda project? When does that get completed? What's the ticket size here? And if I'm looking at your geography, bookings from Bangalore were almost 40%. How does this geographical shift happen over the next, say, few years?
Sure. Baroda is a market where we are just about to enter. We just announced our first project in that city. It's a very exciting project, a little less than 100 acres. Once again, a horizontal development there. Ticket size will be more in the range of 70 lakhs to 1 crore rupees for a plot, which is around 500, 600 square yards of size. Very exciting for us. It's Ahmedabad plus one for us. And this is our entry into this new market. And hence, it should be pretty exciting for all of us. And I'm just missing your second part of the question. You can repeat that, please.
It was a geographical mix. Currently, 40% comes in from Bangalore. I'm sure you would want to diversify that beyond Bangalore, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, we have three major markets, Gujarat, Bangalore, and MMR now. In the medium term, we still expect to have 40% each coming from these two markets, Gujarat as our home market and Bangalore as our second home. And of course, 20% is the starting point for MMR when we start launching these projects, which possibly can start from this year itself. Going forward, this city should contribute equally.
Okay, just a quick word as far as demand is concerned, especially Bangalore. We understand quite a few delays, especially when it comes to project approvals coming in. So would you moderate your expectations as far as Bangalore, Karnataka market is concerned, and demand as far as, the core Gujarat market itself?
So Bangalore is now pretty much on track. Was a time when delays were there in approvals, but I think things have settled down and they've started moving really fast now, and we are on track. I mean, whatever you wanted to achieve from this city this year and beyond, I think we are on track, and that is what will be important for us to achieve both GDVs and fresh sales from that city. So pretty much on track on that, so to say.
Just a final word on the collections this year. How much will that be?
So collection will see a healthy growth once again. We are hoping that anywhere between 10 to 15% growth is something that we should be able to see. OCFs have been healthy. We have been clocking 300 to 400 crores of OCF for last few years. And that's what we are expecting from collection this year as well.
Well, thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Wish you all the best for a strong H2. And we'll connect once again at the end of Q3. But with that, it's all the time we have on this edition of Midcap Radar, MF Corner, when we return.